Oh boy, I don't think I've ever been this happy before. Well, I have been this happy before because I've reviewed Blood Angels in the past. But if there's anything that would stimulate me as much as the Blood Angels, it is the Black Templars, and we are going to be reviewing a lot of Black Templars in the very near future. So much to the fact that you may actually become sick of the Black Templars. I hope you don't, because they're probably, to be honest, my second favorite Space Marine chapter that has been produced by Games Workshop. Anyways, I digress. What the heck are we going to review today? Well, you already know. We are going to be taking a look at the Emperor's Champion, and I've been looking forward to this one for a very, very long time. And I really wonder exactly if this one actually has the ability to knock off Castellan Crow from his lofty heights of my favorite action figure. I think this might actually be the case. I don't know. We're going to have to review the character, and without further ado, let's see if Castellan Crow becomes number 2 for me. Slashing plastic to get to a new toy never gets old to me. Oh man, I can't wait to get inside this thing. Oh yeah. I may have a new favorite action figure. Oh man, this thing is so epic. Let's just dive right on in, folks. So cool. So, alright, taking a look at our Emperor's Champion here. Starting with the helmet area, we get a interesting looking highlighting, to be honest. I don't think I've actually seen this highlighting before on JoyToy action figures. It looks like it's been lightly airbrushed with white to give the black a little bit more contrast. And then obviously you still have the red for the lenses, which is the flat red color. On top of this is a wreath, which is the familiar bronze color that we're so used to seeing. And it has been shaded as well as, I suppose, highlighted a little bit, which you can tell from these silver things that stand out as a stark contrast from the bronze looking color. Let's take a look at the pauldrons on this guy. And the pauldrons obviously have the characteristic Black Templars look onto it with your bronze skull. I'll have to say that the whites, again, are a very weathered and shaded white that JoyToy always loves to do. And I believe it is the same case on this side as well. You get to see a few dings and scrapes over here. Not sure if this was purposely done. And then looking at the heraldic shield, it is also very nice looking with a bunch of wreaths, the black sword right in the middle of it, and the black half of the Black Templars symbol up top. So a lot of character, a lot of detail here. So just like with the miniature, with the chest piece, you're not getting that much detail whatsoever. It's nice that JoyToy actually did paint these rivets and studs a silver color to make this action figure stand out a little bit more. And then let's just take a look at the arm section over here. And again, we have more of these colored rivets, which is nice. Same thing with the other side here. And you are also seeing this very interesting looking airbrushed highlight on this action figure. So focusing in on the middle part of this action figure, you get a very, very long loincloth, and looks like this Emperor's Champion has been through quite a lot of battles himself. You get a very weathered look again with tan areas, and it gets sort of lighter with the beige areas over here. And let's flip around, just take a look at the back real quick. It's really nice that I don't think I've ever seen JoyToy in recent memory to actually highlight this part in the back. Then focusing on the belt area, obviously you have the holstered bolt pistol as well as another pouch here. Not edge highlighted as it was in the past. And let's flip around over here. So you've got a very soft plastic for the belt area as well as this, I don't know what you call this thing. I believe it was a lantern. When I painted my own Emperor's Champion / Blade Guard miniature, I painted this as a lantern. And one cool thing I'll point out to you are these clasps and buckles. It's very, very accurate to the miniature because you actually do see these prominently on the miniatures. Let's just take a look at probably my most favorite thing, which is the black sword. Now, this thing is a very massive looking thing, and it rightfully so. It is literally the height of the Emperor's Champion, as you can see. So if this was real life, this sword would probably be 7 to 8 feet tall. And I love it how the Emperor's Champion is so badass and he can single wield this thing. So let's just have an in-depth look at this badass sword. I absolutely love this thing. So more gunmetal color here, very akin to the bolt rifle colors that we find on the Primaris. And it has been dry brushed lightly with the silver, again, mimicking weathering. You have this engraved Excelsior on one side and then Imperator on the other side. This is probably the best looking sword I have reviewed to date. And then you have a very, very detailed hilt. And we are moving on to something that's a little bit more standard. It is a bolt pistol, and the bolt pistol has a removable magazine, as I was corrected past. So you can see the bolt pistol bullets here, and then you can easily put it back like such. As I said before, this thing's got this characteristic gunmetal as well as the light silver dry brushing, as you can see as I move this bolt pistol a little bit more. And the casing is a nice red that matches the look on the Emperor's Champion. So let's just take a look at the backpack, and it's a very characteristic look. Now, typically there's nothing much that we can say about backpacks, but this backpack is special. As you can see, there is a long ribbon, which I'm going to guess is probably what, purity seal stuff flowing out the back. Very soft plastic and very, very flexible, as you can see. So it's got a bunch of different iconography here. So this is probably the coolest backpack just because of these flared streamers at the end of it. Now here is the, I don't know what the proper term of it is. This is a chain that is put on the Emperor's Champion that kind of secures the black sword to the Emperor's Champion himself. So this is a very unique piece of equipment that you won't find on any other action figure. Made of a very soft material. As you can see, I am flexing it right now. Now this also comes with 2 separate hands. One hand is going to be wielding the sword, and then the other one is the one that you see that's wielding this. I suppose this is like a equivalent to like rosary and rosary beads. So what we're going to do now is swap out the parts of this action figure and arm him for battle. So the first thing I want to do is to switch out the hands. So this one is the one that I'm going to switch out. Very easy to do. You just pop it off, ball and socket joint. So let's put the chain on. So this is the end that's supposed to go on the forearm / wrist of the Space Marine. Very easily done because of this flexible plastic. And then we will now put the hand on. Very easily done. And it's on. The next thing we're going to do is work with this chain here to put the black sword in. You're going to have to stretch the plastic, I'm going to assume, because it's a very wide pommel. There you go. It's done. And then the final thing to do on this part is to have the Emperor's Champion actually wield the sword. And there you go. It is done, and the Emperor's Champion's head has popped off with excitement that he is completely tied down to his sword. And we will put that back on later. Second thing I want to do is to switch out this hand for the rosary one. Again, pop it off. And then pop it on. Then ball and socket joint. Pop it back in. Done. And then finally, the backpack. It goes in these 2 pegs, as veterans already know. And voila! All done. All right, the Emperor's Champion is fully reviewed, and now going to do some heroic interventions. So, final thoughts on this Emperor's Champion. Buy it. Just buy it. Do yourself a favor and just buy it. It's so badass. And I'm done. Spruce and Studs, out. Just kidding. I'll do a very, very quick recap. So yeah, I am very impressed with this action figure. The Emperor's Champion is still one of my favorite unique characters in the whole entire Warhammer 40K universe. I really love this thing. In fact, I would have to say I might actually love it more than the Castellan Crow action figure. I know, seriously. JoyToy just keeps on doing it better and better. And their renditions of these action figures are so literal, faithful to the miniatures. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me exactly how well that they translate these action figures from the miniatures. So there's a lot of things to like about this guy. Well, first of all is that black blade. There is no doubt that this, for me, is the centerpiece of the whole entire action figure. This blade is so ornate, and it's got so many different icons as well as a script that is scrolled onto the blade itself. And then just the overall aesthetic is just absolutely beautiful to me. It just flows well, and I don't know. I guess if I wasn't much of a Blood Angels fan, I definitely would probably be rocking a Black Templars army. There's just that good of a successor chapter. And I believe that I'm going to be definitely putting this guy front and center in my display cabinet. So this is Sprues and Studs as usual. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this action figure, if you've bought it already, or if you're thinking of buying it. If you have bought it already, let me know what you actually do think of it, because I'm curious. Obviously, I'm biased, but I want to hear what your opinion of it is. So thanks for watching my videos, and I'm very, very appreciative for all of you who tune in every single week to watch these things that I put out. And as usual, I will see you all in the next one.